Wholeness family. Hope everyone's well. Today I wanted to talk to you about mono diets, mono meals, and how they can be so beneficial for your body, for your reproductive organs, and for helping for fasting for fertility. Because as I've said before, fasting is all different things, especially fasting from stress. That's the number one thing I would like everyone to fast from. But you can mono diet fast, you can fruit fast, you can juice fast, you can water fast. So today I want to talk about mono diets. I mean, I guess you wouldn't call it a fast, but you're fasting from eating so many different ingredients in one meal, from eating cooked things, from eating anything but fruit, or just whatever you'd like to eat one of. So this is something I'm working through, healing my gut, and I just wanted to eat and get my nutrients in the most easiest way for my gut to digest things. And I've found that I don't have as many issues, hardly any issues, and I'm definitely healing. So this is how I do it. I eat one fruit at a time. So I wake up in the morning and I drink a liter of water. I have my fennel and red raspberry tea. Sometimes I add ginger to it. It's about 16 ounces, my tea. Then I'll have my soaked dates. So I soak dates. You don't have to soak them, but they help me because of what's going on still in my gut. I don't digest them as well when they're so concentrated and a little bit drier. So before I go to bed at night, I soak about 7 to 10 dates in a jar of water. I put the lid on it, and then so when I'm ready to have breakfast, I drink the water and hang out a bit and do whatever, and maybe about 20 minutes later I'll eat my dates for breakfast, and they're delicious. And you might think, like, some people might be saying, dang, that's a lot of dates. Or some people might be saying, that's not very much food. But that's the funny thing about mono dieting. You realize how much food you really don't need. So, to my understanding and what I've experienced myself, you eat and eat and eat and eat, and you can eat these huge meals without feeling full because your body can't trigger you to tell you that you're full. It's having trouble processing. You just put all these different things in, and that's not how our bodies are made. That's not how our guts eat food. You take in one food, and it's in, all the information and all the microbiome and everything in your gut lets your body know, okay, this is what it is, and it creates a certain pH and acid and alkaline and all those different things to get ready to digest this food and turn it into energy, turn it into electricity. So it's hard for your body. It's almost impossible for your body to digest these things, or at least mine. So when you eat one fruit or one food at a time, you feel those triggers really quick. By 7, sometimes I soak. The other day I soaked 10 because at night I was feeling kind of hungry. I'm like, I'm going to be hungry in the morning. So I soaked 10. I only got through 7. I was like, oh, I'm full. And I hardly ever get that feeling, especially like once I transitioned over to the plant-based diet. I've always just eat. I eat all the time. I can never get full. And I know that's a lot of issues that people have on a plant-based diet, because it's a lot of different ingredients. We were raised like that, never just eating one thing. And if you were a wild human, a wild species out in nature, I know that's not where we are today, but our bodies are still the same-ish. And you don't ever see, what animal do you see out in wild that, picks this and picks that and picks this and makes a salad or makes a smoothie? They eat one fruit or one vegetable or one food. Even the carnivore animals, they eat one animal or one part of the animal or whatever, until they're fully satiated, until they're full. So I kind of had to be real with myself and kind of let go of all that and let go of, you know, different flavors and seasonings and mixing and all that and all these different profiles, which are beautiful and wonderful, and it's a beautiful thing that us humans have created for ourselves, and I'm not knocking it at all. I still will have a simply mixed meal, or even sometimes, like my husband, he's an amazing raw living vegan chef. He's amazing and he makes the best stuff. So sometimes on Sundays, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a meal with him and have some of his amazing things, and it's great. I will say I don't feel the best afterwards. It takes me a couple days to get back on track, sadly. Sadly, but it's a beautiful thing to still experience that. You know, this isn't about restricting. It's about, you know, giving your body what it wants and it needs. But you have to get out of your body's way first to see what it really wants. Because you kind of have to understand that if you keep putting certain things in your body's going to keep wanting those things. Because they're still in there. Until you cleanse all that out, you won't let go of it, if you know what I mean. So back to what I was saying. So, like, for breakfast, I'll have dates, and then I might have more of a juicier fruit. I let go of the watermelons. They're about done here. But I would have watermelon for breakfast before the dates. But I just like the dates for breakfast because they're quite a laxative fruit, and they're just a yummy sweet. They're just so good. Try them soaked overnight. If you can handle the texture, which they don't bother me, they're really good. And that water you drink that they soaked in is super good. So then I might have like 5 to 6 pairs. It's usually about 5. I'll get 6 from the store, and I end up usually only having 5, like I said, which is still crazy to me because I'm usually the one that's stuffing my face until I look pregnant. So that might be my problem. That is my problem. So after that, I might have 5 to 8 bananas, and I am going to do a video on knowing how to tell if your bananas are ripe or not. I just have to wait until they're ripe. So some days I don't have bananas because they're not ripe, sadly. You know, I live in the Midwest in St. Louis, so it takes a while for them to get ripe. But I found out that I was eating a lot of unripe bananas, and that was constipating me and giving me issues. So yeah, make sure your bananas are ripe. And if any of you ladies struggle with SIBO or overgrowth of the bad bacteria, eat ripe bananas. They really help. They suffocate and kill off the bacteria in there, and they feed the yummy, great, happy bacteria. So then I might have, it just depends on what I have that day. I might have 4 mangoes. I might have a whole huge garden cucumber. I might have 1 whole avocado. And then for dinner, it just depends. Sometimes I do just have, like, I just eat greens. I love greens now that I eat so simple. Like romaine's super sweet. Red leaf, it's really good too. It's all good. Red leaf, green leaf's actually my jam right now. The green butter leaf. It's so buttery, it really is. Like, I know now why they call it like the green butter leaf, because it's very buttery, even the texture. And it's crazy the tastes and the flavors that are actually in our food if we're not seasoning it so much with salt and all these other seasonings and spicy food, which, trust me, I love salt and I love spicy food. And so does my husband, so he makes this stuff so good, and I can smell it while I'm sitting here eating my lettuce. But it's tasty. It really is an abundant life, I'll tell you what. And you don't have to do it every day, and you don't have to do it for every meal. It's just something that I'm experiencing right now to see how things go, and then I'll slowly implement back in. I do sometimes have a really light, like low ingredient salad. I'll have greens and maybe some sprouts, and then I'll take like tomatoes and dulse flakes or sea moss flakes and blend them up in the blender and make like a dressing out of the tomatoes and the dulse, and just put that on my salad. And I might even have peppers and onions on there sometimes, which I love onion right now. It doesn't always love me, which I've found out the onion's great for heavy metal detox, because that burning that you get when you cut them, that's sulfur. And the sulfur is really great for burning out bad bacteria in your body. It's great for immunity, and it's great for removing toxins from your liver. So I have been experimenting with the onion, and it's helping. I look at onion as a medicine. I don't eat onion every day. I don't think people should eat onion in excess, but it does have its medicinal properties, very medicinal. So I look at it like that. Onions and garlic and real pungent foods. They're pungent because they're really strong medicines, and they're not something that we should be eating every day. If that's what you want to do, by all means do it. I'm not here to tell nobody nothing. I'm just telling you my experiment. So yes, that's the mono life, and I'm really liking it. I'm really enjoying it. I'll keep you guys updated. If you have any questions, let me know. Wholeness family, have a great day.